All right, Miss Courtney. I'm going to jump right on in with your questions first. I'm trying to figure out what deck. Okay. I guess we're just gonna be extra Puerto Rican this week since I'm leaving to go to Puerto Rico. And I know you noticed my nails, so we're just gonna go ahead and stick with that deck. So, I mean that theme in that deck. So, thank you God Most High for messages for Courtney regarding Morris. What are Morris's intentions for Courtney? 1 second. Let me clean the deck. See if it's needing to be cleared. What are Morris's intentions for Courtney? Thank you, Amazon. It's the party, it's the party, it's the party, yay! It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. I am crying. It's a good time. Clearly it's a good time. There's an indication of a bit of self-sabotage in here. I don't know who is going to be the one self-sabotaging. I really hope you can also hear me because I haven't been using the microphone here recently. But anyway. Honestly, this is... it just gives a good time. Going to shows, possibly... like concerts, just dating, honestly, any and all dating. This is y'all know that the Ace of Wands is dick. I don't know how else to I don't know how to I'm trying to figure out, because I do write poetry. It's not that I can't be eloquent with my words, it's not that I can't rein in and not be so blunt, or I don't want to be what is the word I am looking for right now? Okay, well, when I figure that word out, I'll let you know. But it's not the point. The point is, I don't see any major cards, which tells me I don't really see anything major coming from this at the moment. Who knows? But you could definitely have a good time. This Nine of Swords is really just a warning, probably not to get in your head, honestly speaking. It could also just be a decent amount of communication, because the Ace of Swords is here as well. Three of Cups is a party. So I guess his intentions is to fuck you and feed you and possibly, well, I don't see no coins right here, to be honest. So I don't know about the finance part. And there I go, is it gutter? I don't know. My mouth is very raw, but I don't know what I'm trying to, there is a word. When I come up with the word, friend. Basically, I feel as if you could have a good time. Okay, it's just giving a good time. Good sex with me, so amazing. Decent communication. I mean, somebody possibly might self-sabotage this by being in their head a bit too much, but I don't know. Intentions are to have a good time. Let's say that. Okay. Hold on 1 second. What type of person is he? Okay, so the word I was trying to say was crude. I don't mean to be crude or crass. Oh, that's another one. Look at me. I'm becoming articulate all of a sudden. However, I had to pause the video because my children were trying me. Ooh, alrighty. And so we're gonna go back to the next question. What type of person is he? Okay. Messages from God Most High regarding Morris and what kind of person is he? Okay. Discipline. Seems like a solid individual. Seems, I mean, if he's a doctor, clearly that definitely shows discipline. The 12 in the major arcana cards is the Hanged Man, normally speaking. And it feels as if anybody's going to be mentally self-sabotaging, it's going to be him. I don't know if he used to be like a nerd or something like that as far as in school or something. He seems like he's giving like nice guys finish last kind of energy. I don't know. Hold on here. A loner, if that makes sense. Seems like the type of person to be watching anime. King of Wands. Is he a fire sign would be my next question to you. Swords, 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Family guy. Possibly a bit emotional. It's a lot of cups in here. He seems like the type of person that can be very guarded but very patient. 7 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands. Seems like a planner. Seems like a planner. Somebody that thinks about kind of thinks about the long haul. Like, what am I trying to say? One moment. Let me kind of verbalize and channel this energy that I'm getting right now. Hold on. So one thing I will say, the King of Wands is of course going to be your fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, of course. Or someone who embodies those personalities, meaning in the good, it's somebody that's going to absolutely want to take action and do things and get things done. On the bad, there can be very selfish. They can be very, it's about me, 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 me. This person seems like they're a very solid individual, but there seems to be something that is hidden, almost something like obscure, something, you know, like it just seems as if he can be very overly emotional about something. I think that he's a very patient individual. I will say that. I feel like that he could be a bit emotionally immature is what it could be, or even not even the most articulate individual, right? I feel like there could be a lot of like reserve, but like maybe even like poor communicator. Could be a poor communicator, but I do feel like this is someone that you could have a good time with, you know, very joyous moments. I feel like Yeah, that there's a lot of love offering that's going to be coming in here, but you're really going to have to, okay, back to the high priestess, you're really going to have to use your intuition regarding this person. And again, the high priestess can also sometimes, I want to say, be Cancer energy, or at least I'm channeling Cancer energy a lot in this reading. So, and Cancers can go in their shell, again, can be very overly emotional regarding situations. So there's, and it's possible he could be very intuitive as well. Or maybe, like I say, he just a person that thinks and is always possibly thinking about a couple of steps ahead of the game. I'll say that. Possibly someone that even plays chess well, I would say. Definitely someone that's always a couple of steps ahead is what it feels like. I feel like this person is a lot of fun, adventurous, but not gonna be the most talkative is what it feels like. Okay. Not gonna be the easiest to open up, I will say that. Let us see. What was the last question? Would he be good for you? That is a yes or no question, so I'm gonna switch decks. Oh. You decide. This is a no, but it's also a wait and see. So there's that. You'll have to decide, but this is a no card. I mean, maybe this is something that isn't for the long term. Maybe this is something where, again, you can just have some fun. But it also seems like this individual is maybe just not... He's not giving emotionally mature. He's just not giving someone who is going to be... It is not giving someone who can articulate what they're feeling. It's not someone who, if you do something that upsets them, they're going to say, hey, I didn't like the way that you said this, or I didn't like the way that you said that. They're going to internalize it. They're going to shut down. That's the type of individual that you're dealing with. But they're a very disciplined, structured individual. A lot of fun. Could be good dick. But, yeah, that's what I got for you. If I am too crude or crass in these readings, please let me know. If I need to soften it up and, Jill Scott my shit up, I can. I'm a poet. I can totally fancy up and start saying member and things of that sort. Let me get on into your reading for the month of September, sis, while I'm over here fucking around. I'm trying to see what deck that I need to use for that. And I think I'm going to go to my Huge, sis. I'm going to go to my Huge. We're going to go to the Huge. Messages from God Most High. Record me. Ancestors, guys, record me. Please. Ooh, somebody is sneaky. And there goes that 9 of Cups again. So, wish fulfillment is there. There goes that 7 of Wands again. Now, here's the thing. So, you had the 7 of Wands in the last reading, and I was reading it as, again, dates, because the 7 of Wands can also be plays and, like I say, shows, games, and your son plays football. So, things of that sort as well, right? So, it gives that type of energy. However, as we say, there we go. We got some wish fulfillment. A lot of wish fulfillment this month. Hey, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. Save the money. Save the money. Yeah, I'm hearing Fetty Wap. We gonna save that money. Yeah. Girl, say them coins. Whatever's coming in. I'm hearing something's a little something's coming in. you know, and we need to make sure that we're saving those coins. So you're going to start to see some things start to change for you here with this Wheel of Fortune, and this star card is giving wish fulfillment, faith, you know, everything it is that you're trying to achieve starting to head your way. Especially with the Seven of Pentacles, it's almost as if like and you have 2 sevens at that. So let me address the 2 sevens. It's the way I put stuff places because I'm about to leave and pack and oh my gosh. Just hold on. Okay. So you have 2 sevens, news or a dodgy woman. I always like to say news and or a dodgy woman because 9 times out of 10 it could resonate both ways for you this month. Oh, scoot on up, scoot on. No, you have 3 sevens. I'm tripping. What I'm looking at? And there go the dodgy woman right there though, folks. 2, 3 sevens. Infirmity, instability, enjoy and or joy. Let's talk about this instability, because you have the 6 of Wands indicating that you will be moving on from a tumultuous period into this sunlight and seeing where your investments are starting to pay off. It is not immediate. It's not like, oh, I'm really in the black. Okay, that's not what you're seeing per se. You're starting to get to breathing room. You're starting to see where, okay, I'm about to make it out. It's coming. It's coming. That's where you are with it. So again, be very mindful with holding on to the coins that come in and how they're going out. But definitely some wish fulfillment here. With the overall being 7 of Wands, though, I really feel like there's this energy of having to defend your space, territory, life, whatever. You're defending something. And this energy of defending is showing growth. It's a growth energy. And it's probably more than likely having to do with your business, having to grow your business. If we look at it from a romantic standpoint, though, because we do have Morris in the picture, it just, someone's holding on to something, you know, holding on to things from the past. I feel like this person is very well invested in kind of the life that they already lead. I'm seeing a lot of red, and it gives very selfish. I will say that. But also this person is fun. You know, he's gonna have a light on his good side. Let's say that, because everybody has dual energy. So, you know, in spite of the fact that he could be very selfish and emotionally immature and not necessarily the best communicator either, there definitely can be seen as the life of the party. It's definitely given like Leo energy. It's definitely given like, again, let's go on an adventure, let's go travel. Again, they were surfing. He seemed like the type of individual that'd be down to surf or some shit like that, you know, or even just kind of like adventure seeking, let's say that. So there could be travel here within the month of September for you as well. The energy of this 7 of Swords, though, I need to clarify that, because I'm also part of this trickery or sneaky underhandedness is coming from a female, but there's also like an air of seduction in that 7 of Swords energy as well. So I want to clarify the dodgy woman with the trickery, snake, betrayal energy. But it's not shuffling the way I would like it to. Let me try that one more time. Messages from God Most High, clarifying. The Seven of Swords and the Dodging Woman. That's really what I should just clarify. Swords and the Dodging Woman. So here's the thing with this Ace of Swords. It really represents like new ideas, right? It's really feeling as if, you know, when you really have a moment of clarity and you take charge and you act on that and you stand on business. And as we get this Knight of Wands, so in the previous deck we had the King of Wands, right? And here we have the Knight of Wands. So it's almost like, yes, he's a grown man, but he acts like this Knight of Wands. Again, this is going to be that person that is acting somewhere between 18 really, like 20. Someone who is between, it's usually someone who is between 20 and let's say 38, okay, 39, let's say that. That's about the age of the Knight. But it can also be a grown-ass man that's acting like, still in their youth. And, they, again, it's just giving, someone who could be very risk-taking. And so there's an energy here clarifying this Seven of Swords and the dodgy woman that is saying, like I say, a little bit is like seduction energy, but then the other part is, having to stand your ground on someone who may be pushing the limits that is, risky, hasty, what is it, what I'm trying to say when someone is rebellious? It's that energy of like, when you're just like fearless and you do shit that's almost like dangerous and you don't think about it, like that ADHD ass type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, nigga, like, what, like, do you realize that, you could have died type of, what is the word I am trying to say? Reckless? Is it reckless? Maybe it's reckless. Yeah, maybe it's reckless. So I feel as if it's a lot of excitement. Yeah, sure. It also feels as if there's just a level of like enjoying and liking, almost like a bad boy, but it not really going anywhere. You're going to be illuminated with something of saying like, this may not be the best. Again, I told you he's a solid individual, but there's something unseen there. And so something may shine a light on that at some point throughout the month, to kind of clarify who this individual is to you. I would say, again, I say there's fun there, but I'm not seeing anything long term. There was no major arcana cards there, so I will say that for you. Now let's take a look at this from, we did financial already, right? Joyous, wish fulfillment, travel, we did romance. I guess I'm going to throw health in there because I'm really, with my medical background, and me trying to go ahead and learn all of this herbalism stuff, I'm really trying to get my health aspect of the readings down as well. So I'm gonna need a little extra help, so just bear with me. The more I do it, the more I will learn. But let's talk about it, okay? So, oh yeah, and I can do your timings, any timings you want to know that are here. So you have 7-day timing, you have 6 to 7 weeks, 9 months, 7 years, 4 years, if it's, you know, anything. And then this is a 1 year card right there as well. So there's definitely an energy of like the wheel of the year getting ready to turn. So there was like an anniversary of something that's coming up, and that energy is about to kind of finally clear out, and those wishes and balance is gonna start to head towards you. But I definitely see there could be some travel here as well. So you got your swords, and you've got lower legs, shins, nervous system. So watch out for that. And your skin. So take care. Make sure you take care of your skin. Puka shmuka. We've got, where are we? The cups. Cups. You've got the 9 of cups. That's your feet, ankles, and lymphatic system. Okay, so massage could be good. Puka, a massage could be good. You know, maybe get you a good body scrub. Love on yourself, nurture yourself. And then you've got the 9, wait a minute. What are we? Pentacles. Did I pass the wands? One segundo, friend. Because we started at swords. Wands. Your overall is going to be your heart, spine, and rib cage. And then lastly, pentacles, you have skeletal bones, knees, teeth, and lower jaw, neck, throat, and thyroid. So if any of that resonates with you this month, keep me posted. I'm going to go ahead and move towards these clarification cards. Let's get this out the way. Mm-hmm. Clarification messages. Already for the month of September 2020. Hey, I like the fact that we got confirmation of that wish fulfillment with the clover. But remember, that clover, she's very much temporary. She's very much a temporary. I've been running through this reading. I don't know if I paid attention to make sure all of those cards were in. I hope that you could see the cards. And the key. So, I just think that you're going to be closing the door on something and opening the door on something else. You definitely still are not out of the woods yet. And here's the lily. The lily is like, I'm just saying, maybe you just need to, you know, just get yours. My lily is always, again, that, you know, yeah, get you some, but then maybe, you know, close the door on that chapter. It seems like it's gonna be more work than it's worth, and you need to keep that in mind for across the board. If it's more work than it's worth, and here goes this lady again, and notice how the moon is in the background of this card, right? There's something going on in the dark within some female of your life's energy, and so you need to be mindful of the females in your energy, in your vicinity. You will have decisions to make, and again, it feels as if something is not gonna go your way. Yeah, it feels as if something is not gonna go the way you want it, but you're gonna move on from it because it's still the clover and the sun is in this crossroads. You feel me? So it seems as if there's some type of painful moment this month, but it's also kind of like, oh well. It's also like, oh well, just close the door. I stand on business. That's what I said. And that is really what it feels like it's going to be happening. So all right. So this female is definitely riding your coattail. A conversation is going to need to be had about some secrets that you already kind of intuitively know. You already have a gut feeling about this anyway. You're not going to be surprised. You're just going to move on. You're going to move on and do what you have to do and stand on business. So the wall really is about that impasse that you're at. Like, where do I go from here? And so it really feels as if you already know. And part of you is like, you know what? I'm not trying to go over this wall. I'm not trying to go under this wall. I'm moving forward with the crossroads. I'm going down a whole different path. I can't keep doing this. Okay. Now, what lessons are being learned? Notice the moon energy here. I'm going back to that. When someone shows you who they are, you should believe them the first time. You intuitively already know what this situation is, and this is really once again a learning lesson. What do we learn from this? How do we know how to recognize certain things? Is this just one of those karmic balances? But how much work and how much effort is it worth? How much are we going to be putting into this situation? Okay. Who are we learning from? And how is it benefiting you this month? There's definitely a lot of intuitive energy as far as whatever the obscurity or the unconscious is in your month. Portal to Paradise. This is giving Monet. I'm seeing Clueless. When she was in the party with Ty and what is this guy? What the guy was rolling with the homies, was kissing all over the girl, and Alicia Silverstone was like, yeah, it's like a Monet. And Brittany Murphy was like, what is that? He's like when you stand really far away from it, it's really pretty, but up close, it's all gross. I'm paraphrasing, but that's the scene I'm getting. And that's exactly the energy of this Portal to Paradise. It's like on the outside, it's packaged up all nice and pretty. But on the inside, or when you get close up on it, it's like, it's a jungle in there. I'm hearing, welcome to the jungle. I don't know if that is Mr. Morse's energy, because like, what the fuck? But okay, it's like, where the hell did that come from? Goddess Genie is always about, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. Now, notice how we have to balance out that divine feminine, divine masculine, balance out the light with the dark, okay? And you need to know that any and all dark times are, on their way out. The sun is coming up. This is a sunrise coming up, and even in spite of, you may have had some balanced decisions that you asked for, some really specific Goddess Genie moments that like, okay, cool. Ashe, ashe, it's coming towards you. You asked and you shall receive, right? So it's just a matter of what it is that you actually have manifested and you deserve to happen. And then, of course, hey, keep your emotions balanced. Look at this book. Again, we are learning lessons. We are receiving information and listening to our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. We got to keep that third eye chakra open on what our manifestations are. We also need to make sure that we are standing on our word. We are being thoughtful, meticulous, strategizing, and not acting, but knowing that soon, look at that. Oh, that's 1111. That is 11:11. Soon you will, hold on, what am I hearing? Joy cometh in the morning. What comes before that? Weeping endureth for a night, and joy will come in the morning. So there's that. Alrighty. From here, we had to do goddess messages before we close out with your vibrational messages. Actually, Spirit wants me to do your chakra messages. That's fascinating. Oh, there they go. I see their deck. Divine lineage. Intuition. Didn't we talk about intuition? Mind you, in the read, when we asked about him, the high priestess was in there, which is, again, your intuition. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if in this deck she's on some books, and there's books on her, but there's a lesson learned within this connection here with you in this individual. So you could possibly learn something from him. But at the same time, no, this is the high priest. Was this the one we had? No, that was the Hierophant. I thought you had... Because you didn't have any major arcanas. I feel like I saw that high priestess somewhere. I did see her. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Intuition. Hold on one second. I'm not crazy. I did see her. Liberation. You don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Okay. Interesting. I feel like that's something he would say. Like, oh, well, if you don't like it, whatever. I feel like that's like an attitude that he would have. Liberation. Free yourself. Live out loud now. Live out loud. Hold on. What was that? Oh, my God. I don't know if you want to know, but it's slop on my cat. I don't have to wrap it for you. It's definitely slop on my cat. Alrighty then. Divine lineage. So this is the reminder that you are a child of God the Most High, and you need to be you need to remember always that not only are you protected, but you are blessed and you are favored. Not just favored, but highly favored. But also, you may have to really work to keep your emotions in check this month. There's a lot of water there. And remember, the cup was on top of her head about, keeping the emotions in check. You also had a lot of cups over here in this deck over here earlier. And so I just feel like, there was the Ace of Cups again. So that's the offer that came in. But let me see if I can find the other card that I am looking for. Why I didn't see it at all? I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Goodness. At the end of the day, the high priestess of this deck did come out at some point in time, and that is still a moment of being intuitive and what is your gut telling you regarding this person. You know, it's definitely a card of needing to have emotional balance and clarity within the things that you are doing. Bam. Bam. There's communication that is, there's something that's unclear. Let's just definitely say that. There's going to be some type of situation where it's, oh, wait, hold on, I'm getting a message. It's, I was cool with no commitment. Wait, let me take it back. It was you, so I was with it. Guess I didn't get when you showed you didn't miss it. Now it seems that your interest ain't here. We ain't the same. I can't believe that you would break my heart, and I can't believe you. Stop playing. How could you let it go this far if you had doubts that I wasn't the one? You said that you're the type to take it slow, and you said you never should have let you go. Stop playing. Before I fall this hard. What the freak is it? There's something else there. Hold on. Hold on. That spirit, there's something there. Spirit's not gonna let me let that go. Hold on 1 second. Boom. Is she the reason you don't call like you used to? Fall through my hood like you used to? Boom. That's what it is. That's what it is. Is she the reason? They gonna make me go back and pull up Destiny's Children. Okay, Destiny's Children. Okay, so yeah, there may be somebody else in the picture as well. So this could be one of those things where you need to be clear on what this is. Like, okay, we just gonna have fun. Let's make sure that this is just the issue. Or because I don't do like, yeah, it needs to really be communicated what is wanted from each other. I'll say that because it seems like there's almost like this energy of me saying whatever it is that you want to hear because I really like you and I'm really trying to fuck, you know, but I'm not sure how much of that is gonna be sincere information. But he seems like the type of individual that you can still have a good time with. It's just giving good time. It's just giving good time. I slick almost want to say he's a fuckboy. It's really almost borderline giving narcissist. Oh my God, I swear. It's just almost giving like by date 3 or 4, you can be like, you really kind of pretentious. Like you slick asshole. But boom, bam, bam. Okay, friend, abundance. We're channeling in that root chakra energy and getting some abundance in. Nurturing energy, grounding. You are very low on your chakra spectrum. Your root chakra is definitely screaming out. And then we also have inner strength and I am presence. Okay. So this is going to be, I want to say your crown chakra, but it's still very much still about being present and grounding. And so I think a lot of this month really has to do with you just being persistent and really tapping into your own intuition, nurturing yourself, getting yourself together, you know, and moving forward, tapping into your inner strength and healing you. Okay. Let me see here. Where are we going from here? Oh, we want to your vibrational messages. This is why I'm really just kind of like, I'm all over the place a little bit here. So messages from God Most High for Courtney for the month of September 2020. Sleep on it. Sleep on it. And laugh. See the solution. Meditate. Okay. Like all of that. Time for crayons is always about having a good time. Look, talk shop. So there definitely is a conversation that needs to be had somewhere. Definitely. And I'm sorry. I'm having a high ADHD moment and I just wanted to show off my nails because they're fucking cute. That's the cookie. Wait. Okay, I'm done. I'm being extra. Anyway, so definitely get into a space of meditation. You've got a 22 again. That's the second 22 that you've had. You had Crossroads earlier, which is also 22. Now, 22 is a master number, okay? And it's all about you mastering being in one realm. And remember, you had that third eye chakra that was open. So 22 is all about mastering being in the earth realm and also in the spiritual realm and pulling from each realm to achieve what it is that you want. And you can't do that without meditation. Notice you've got 8 again here, which is infinite energy, and the 8 again over here. So you need to keep up with your, give me a second. Look at that. Yeah, material, power, abundance, success, ambition, okay? Leadership skills and finances. That's that 8 energy. All right. And so get you some rest again. I can't emphasize that enough. Definitely be solution minded this month in any and all aspects of whatever it is that you're in your challenges. Solution minded. There's definitely words that need to be had. There's definitely communication and fun that will be going on as well. So keep that in mind because, you know, laugh. You want to smile and have fun. So that, my dear, is where we're going to finish your messages for the month of September. You know, I'm praying you stay blessed and highly favored and protected out here in these streets. And I will check back in with you around mid-month. I should be back. I'm supposed to be back on the 10th. But the way I probably am going to want to stay for a little while, but we'll see. So I'll talk to you soon.